really feel that we took advantage of this week. Last year, this time we were in school. This year we don't start school until next Monday. So I had an extra week of walkthroughs in the mornings and meetings in the mornings, and our guys have taken complete advantage of it. I think our coaches have done a tremendous job. We looked at preseason game number 2 on Sunday. We graded it extensively, especially on effort, misassignments, technique. And then we moved right on to Georgia Southern. We used this week as a bonus week to fix LSU first. We moved into a little bit of Georgia Southern, not full speed. But next Sunday, we'll be obviously 100% into Georgia Southern. Had a lot of guys come back from some minor injuries. The team looked a lot better today with all these guys being back. I thought we had one of our best practices today.
I guess, speaking of the people who weren't here, I guess Brady Fajoko's missed a few practices. What's
Yeah.
his status right now?
Just a minor camp injury. Shouldn't be out a couple more days. All these little camp injuries have been 3 or 4 days at most, and I expect him to be back next week.
You expect everybody who's hurt to be back for the opener?
Yeah, as far as I know, except obviously except Cordell.
How did Damian Willis look today?
He looked pretty good. Pretty good. Today's his first full speed work. Looked pretty good. It was good to have him in there.
Ed, with his return, can you talk about how many days you've actually had all your top linemen together working as a group?
Yeah, I don't know. The first week was a great week for the offensive line. I think that the first week we made it probably through the first week of camp with no injuries, and then we had a bunch of injuries with the defensive line. And then it flipped on the second week. We lost a lot of offensive linemen. We had a lot of defensive linemen coming back. But I feel now that everybody's going to be back Sunday. I think we should, if nothing happens next couple of days, we should be fairly healthy.
What have you seen from the first few weeks of that tight end battle with Thad and Stephon?
I'll tell you what now, Thaddeus Moss has had an excellent camp. So has Stephon. Those guys that come along. TK McClendon is getting better. His blocking. Jamal Pettigrew looked good today. That tight end position is coming alive.
With Ray Parker moving over to defense, what did y'all see in him in that transition?
He asked to move. He wanted to move. You know, he was playing scout team defense for the offense. And I said, Ray, you like that defense? Coach, I think I want to try. So I'll let him try.
So what do you think he can do on that end?
He's quick. He's long. He's quick. He's tough.
Coach, you mentioned Georgia Southern. Does it help to have a little bit extra time to kind of prepare for that triple option?
We need it. Yes, we need it. Dave and I talked to on Sunday. We definitely need it. And we sprinkle in a little bit at a time. Our guys are getting used to it, especially the speed of the option. John Trey Kirkland's playing option quarterback for us. He may be the MVP of the whole week. He did a great job assimilating their great quarterback and the speed of the option. We've got to be assignment sound, know what we're doing. They're a very good football team up front. They know what they're doing. They lead the nation in turnover ratio, plus 22 is amazing. So this is a very good football team that we're going to play.
You mentioned their turnover ratio. That's something that you guys focused on last year. I mean, how much is that a focus this year?
It's a big focus. You know, we're plus 12, we're 7th in the country. I challenge the team to be elite this year. And obviously plus 22 is number 1 in the country. That's elite, so we want to be elite.
Well, do y'all have a specific number in mind that y'all are shooting for? Or
Say it again?
Do y'all have a number that y'all have in mind that you're shooting for?
You know, anytime you get plus 18, plus 20, you're in good shape.
You're about 10 days out. What lingering questions do you have right now?
Just tackling in open space, being assignment sound, option. Some guys playing for the first time under the lights, catching the ball. You know, Derek Skinner's going to return punts. I think he's going to be fantastic, but he's a freshman returning punts for the first time. You know, Cade Yorks is going to go out there. He's been phenomenal in camp, but he's going to kick in front of 102,000 people. So those things, just new guys, see how they're going to perform. But I'm very confident in this team and this coaching staff.
Dante Stark tweeted something the other day that made it sound like he might be joining y'all soon. Did he get eligible?
I hope so. He's doing some work, and he's very close. He's very close, but he's not eligible yet. But things are looking up that he may be eligible by the time school starts, hopefully. It's going to be down to the wire.
Coach, you've mentioned Racy McMath's name. What are some of the specific things that he's kind of done to put him in the mix and play so well during this?
You know, Race is very strong. I think Race is one of the best special teams players in the SEC. You know, he's caught the ball a lot better. He's learned his assignments. He's very strong with his hands, and he's very dangerous with the ball in his hands. You always have to catch him.
Coach, are there battles that can still be won in this final preseason game?
Oh, yeah. No, sure. Well, you know, the preseason game's got to be a walkthrough.
Yeah.
It's going to be a situational game. But there are some positions that we're not ready to name a starter yet. It's gonna go all the way probably up to game time.
Coach, you talked about block out the noise. What is block out?
Just, when we come to work, ignore what's being said out there, good, bad, or indifferent. These kids, they own that Twitter machine all the time, and it seems like, there's no private moments. I think they need to get on their own. I know they're gonna read it, but they gotta get on their own, get in their playbook, watch film, work out, eat right, do the things that matter. And I think these guys have done a good job. And just because we rank this or rank that, just because the guy's a preseason All-American, that means a hill of beans to us. It shouldn't mean a damn thing. We got to be hungry. We got to be focusing on one opponent at a time. We got to get better at LSU. We're a long ways away.
Has there been a difference in the defense now that you got Delpit back in there?
Yeah. He looks good. And Christian practiced a little bit today. He looked good. The defensive line is Apu practiced for the first time today. Tyler didn't. So the defensive line is still in and out. It makes a difference as Kelvin Chasson up front rushing the passer. Today he had an excellent day, and he seemed like he's healthy, ready to go.
What's been standing out about Thaddeus Moss that you're saying puts him in that competition?
His physicality, blocking, we always knew he could catch. But Thaddeus Moss, I'll give you an example. It was spring break, and I was in there working out, and most of the players were on spring break, and he wasn't. And I said, "What's up?" He said, "I'm staying here, Coach. I want to have a great year." So he has committed himself to working out and getting better, and is really focused, and hopefully he can have a good year for us.
How much has Caleb Vaughn's return, made an influence on the defense?
It gives a lot of people confidence. He's wearing 18. He's one of the team leaders. It gives us an excellent pass rusher off the edge that we haven't had. It gives us a strong guy at the point and leadership. His playmaking ability, he's like an Orton Key out there.
Is he different than he was a year ago, just in his development?
He's stronger. He's bigger and stronger, definitely. He worked out hard this summer. I think that, in fact, I know when he got hurt, he came back with a chip on his shoulder. He didn't like not playing. So I think he's cherishing every moment being out there.
You mentioned the turnover margin on that. How much does he affect how that could be positive?
Sacks and sack calls, fumbles. Obviously, if we get a sack, get a tackle for loss, we're out the drive, and it makes a difference.
Sorry. Has anybody separated themselves at inside linebacker where those guys battle?
I'm gonna tell you now, Damone Clark is a guy you got to watch. Now he's coming. I gave some grades today. There's a lot of 100% this week by Damone Clark. So him and Jacob and Patrick are battling right there, and Michael's doing well. So it's gonna be a battle.
How much of these battles do you think are going to be decided before the game, or do you think they're all?
I think it's right before the game. I really do. Because you know what? There's a lot of things to do next week. There's a lot of preparation. We haven't put our full game plan in on see who can play the option, see who understands their reads. We're going to have to go through the whole week to see who's best at it.
As you approach game week, the whole Joe Brady thing, is it what you envisioned? Is everything coming together like
Yeah,
you expected?
been awesome. And let me tell you something. It starts with Steve Ensminger. He's done a phenomenal job. They're in there. He's got a little bed in his office. I don't think he's been home yet. I think they go home. They in their meetings at 12 and they get up about 5. And he's done a phenomenal job of working. Joe's put in a tremendous offense. Steve has put in the wrinkles that we've done before in some cases, and I think it's been a tremendous mix.
Joe Burrow made a point yesterday to say that Steve Ensminger is still bringing lots of things to the forefront.
No question. Steve's a good football mind. He wasn't as well versed on the spread as Joe was, and the RPOs. That's why we brought him in. And those two guys have gotten together and worked out fine.
You said last week you were still looking for that third safety. Anyone standing out there?
Yeah, Todd Harris is really doing good. I mean, he has really showed that he's a starter for us.
Was y'all's ability to trust Joe Burrow throughout last year?
Yeah.
You mentioned some of the audibles and things.
Yeah.
Did that kind of lead to wanting to go to this more style offense with Brady in there?
Yeah, no question. The look overs, you can see everything in the line of scrimmage. We can make the calls. We can change the calls. We don't have to change the calls. We can let him make the calls in the line of scrimmage as the season goes on. Joe's a pretty sharp quarterback. He's a coach's son. He knows what he's doing. He's always studying. He's pretty tough.
You mentioned Cade a little while ago. What have you seen as camp has gone along to further your belief in him?
What, who?
Cade York.
Yeah, well, I think he was 8 of 10 again last Saturday. He had another 51-yard field goal. He had some excellent days. He had one bad day. I think it was only 50%. He's very strong. The ball gets off his leg very quick. It gets up, and he's accurate. And he seems like he's pretty mature, but, we'll find out.
How have you seen Badera Traore and Anthony Bradford at guard this week? Have you seen them develop?
Yeah, we played Anthony at guard at the scrimmage because we were tackle short. And we put Badar back at guard today, and he did tremendous. I think that he's one of the most improved players on the team. I think he can either go in at tackle or guard wherever he's needed. He's the next man up right now.
One more for Coach?
Patty has said, Joe can play, but his toughness is what everyone talks about.
Yeah.
You got hit in that Fiesta Bowl like you did in God Up. What did that?
It changed the whole momentum of the game. I mean, we're down 14, whatever. And I said, get Miles in. He goes, no. And a couple of 4-letter words. And he said, I'm going back in. Go get him. Thank you, guys.